Hi, it's Matt in the kitchen. I'm here today with my pressure cooker, and tonight I'm going to make quinoa and sausage stuffed peppers. So one of the very first things to do on this recipe, before you start anything, make sure your peppers fit in the pressure cooker. So I like to go and structure them so that they're mostly standing. Just a little bit of a hint there. So for the sausage, the reason I like to use sausage, and you can use other ground meat if you want, is I cut a slit, open it up, and then I get a really nicely spiced meat. It's got a little bit of fat and stuff in it, so it brings out a really nice flavor that I quite like. You could of course use pork or chicken or beef, adjust the spicing accordingly, but it's all pretty much the same thing. And let me get that in the garbage. Okay. So I've got my meat in there. I'm going to use about 4 sausages. 5 or 6 would be just fine depending on how much other stuff you want to put in there. Now, most of the spicing is in there. I'm still going to add about half a tablespoon of garlic or quarter tablespoon or so. A small onion. A little bit of that. So I like to use my mini chopper. Some onion. I'm going to use about half a cup of quinoa. This is actually pre-rinsed. And a can of diced tomatoes, a large can. So it's 796 milliliters or 28 fluid ounces. So I'm going to use about half of that in there to get some liquid in with the quinoa. There we go. I'm just going to go and mix this up really nicely. So some people, if you want, you could use rice instead or couscous actually, which is quite nice in these. I'm just going to do this one with quinoa. So I'll just mix it around. There we go, there's our nice filling. So now I'm just going to go and put in the peppers. Lots in there. Again, I know some people only use one color of peppers. I like to use all the different colors of peppers. They all have their own unique tastes, and gives a lot of variety to the meal. Now, I'm stuffing them from the end. You can slice them in half and stuff them from the side. That's typically what I do when I'm broiling them. But this is a pressure cooker, so I'm obviously not broiling them. Very similar recipe for that as well. And look at that. Really good estimate on the size here. You'll often end up with a little bit of extra filling or a little bit short. Doesn't matter either way. I just top it up and throw it on top, but I'm not going to have to do that today. There, a little bit extra for that one. A little bit more for you. Okay. So, got all my topping in. Got my peppers spiced up. Now, I like to make a little bit of a sauce in there. So for that sauce, I'm actually going to mix it in this bowl just to save a bowl. Other half a can of tomatoes, some Italian seasoning to put the flavor of the spice. Of course, more garlic because, well, I always add more garlic. Oops, half a cup of water. So that all together, that's going to make my sauce for the inside. If you want, if you don't like the texture of diced tomatoes in your sauce or in your topping there, feel free to go ahead and use crushed tomatoes or use tomato sauce, actually. So I'm just going to move one of the peppers out of the way, dump it in, and seat my pepper back in there very nicely. That looks great. There we go. So we've got our peppers all ready to go. Alright. And for this one, I'm just going to go put it in for 12 minutes. We'll be back soon to see how that turns out. Okay, so we're done. Now for this one, I did add an extra 5 minutes because I wanted to make sure it was up to temperature. So just a food safety tip, get a meat thermometer. You go stab it into the thickest part of your food. See that it comes up to temperature, hits the minimum temperature required. So after the 12 minutes, the smaller ones were all fine. I do have one pepper that's quite a bit larger. threw it in for an extra few minutes, and it came up to the 170 degrees you need for safe cooking of fresh pork. So there's just a quick one for you. Let's pull these peppers out and see how they look. Everything came together really nicely there. So I've got my tomatoes on the side there, and there I go. I've got a nice stuffed pepper cooked in the pressure cooker in about 15 minutes or so, depending on the size of your peppers. So I hope you found this video useful. If you liked it, give it a like. Any questions, leave me a comment. You can subscribe and check out some of my other videos and see other ways to use your pressure cooker. That's all for now. Bye.